If you keep waking up around 3 a.m. every night, this video will finally explain why and how to fix it. You'll discover what your body is really trying to tell you and how to restore your deep healing sleep. Because if you're over 40, your sleep patterns start to shift, and learning how to manage them is key to helping you age gracefully. In the next few minutes, you'll learn surprising causes and practical solutions to reclaim your full night's rest. So stay until the end, because we'll reveal an overlooked technique that could reset your sleep cycle tonight. Let's start with the big question. Why does your body jolt you awake just past 3 a.m., night after night? It's not just bad luck or a random habit. It's a physiological pattern tied to stress, hormones, and liver activity. Between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., your liver is the star player in your body's detoxification process, according to traditional Chinese medicine. This phase also overlaps with a cortisol spike, a stress hormone that rises too early when your blood sugar dips or your nervous system is on high alert. That's why even if you go to bed on time, you may still wake up and feel wired or anxious at 3 in the morning. For many over 40, hormonal changes, especially declining progesterone or testosterone, can amplify this vulnerability. Progesterone has a natural calming effect, so when it drops, you may lose the buffer that helps you stay asleep. Low blood sugar is another hidden culprit, especially if your dinner is light on complex carbs or if you're skipping meals too early. And don't forget about your evening habits. Even one glass of wine before bed can lead to blood sugar crashes and nighttime awakenings. Your body sees this drop as an emergency, releases adrenaline, and boom, you're wide awake before dawn. So what's the fix? You'll need to support your liver, balance your hormones, and stabilize your blood sugar through smarter nutrition and relaxation habits. Let's take the next step and get you sleeping like you used to. The sleep-saving snack that stops 3 a.m. wake-ups. Now that you know why your body may be waking you up at 3 a.m., let's give it what it needs to stay asleep. One of the most overlooked tools for better sleep is a strategic bedtime snack. And it's not about comfort food. It's about giving your brain and liver the fuel they need to stay calm and focused on repair, not panic. After 40, your glycogen stores, your body's sugar reserve, get depleted faster, especially overnight. That's why something as simple as a banana with almond butter or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado can make all the difference. The goal is to combine a slow-releasing carbohydrate with a healthy fat or protein to stabilize blood sugar during your deepest sleep window. Think of it like adding a log to a fireplace before bedtime, so the flame doesn't die out in the middle of the night. This tiny change helps prevent the adrenaline surge that jolts you awake between 1 and 4 a.m. But here's the trick. Don't eat too close to bedtime or you'll trigger indigestion. Try your sleep snack about 1 to 1.5 hours before you plan to sleep and keep portions light. This technique is especially effective if you're someone who eats dinner early or skips meals due to fasting. Also, if you take magnesium at night, combining it with this snack can boost its calming effect even more. Magnesium supports GABA production, which slows brain activity and helps the body relax. In fact, people with low magnesium often have fragmented sleep, and restoring it can help you sleep longer and deeper. For those who prefer a drink, a warm cup of tart cherry juice diluted with water contains natural melatonin and can gently promote drowsiness. Just be mindful of added sugars, as that can backfire and spike your insulin too close to bedtime. Coming up next, you'll discover how hidden stress and racing thoughts could be the real cause behind your 3 a.m. brainstorms. Love this video? You'll enjoy what's linked in the description too. Don't miss out. Racing thoughts at 3 a.m. How to calm your overactive mind. Even if your body is ready for sleep, your brain might have other plans, especially at 3 a.m. Have you ever noticed that your thoughts feel louder, faster, and more dramatic during those early hours? You're not alone, and no, you're not going crazy. This is your brain's stress circuitry, caught in a loop called cognitive arousal, where mental chatter overrides your sleep signals. It often starts with a single worry, like an unpaid bill or a missed deadline, and snowballs into a mental marathon. In the stillness of night, without daytime distractions, your brain finally has space to process stored tension. And for people over 40, declining GABA levels, the neurotransmitter responsible for calming the brain, make you more vulnerable to this. So how do we break the loop? The first step is counterintuitive. Don't fight the thoughts, acknowledge them. This shifts the brain from alarm mode to observation mode. Try a simple technique called 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. It acts like a brake pedal for your nervous system, slowing your heart rate and easing mental tension. You can also keep a small notepad by your bed and do a mind dump, jotting down whatever thoughts are swirling. This externalizes your mental load and gives the brain permission to rest. Another useful tool? Guided meditations or body scan audios designed for sleep. Just plug in your headphones and follow the voice. Many find this more effective than counting sheep or trying to force sleep through willpower. And if you wake up every night replaying the same scenarios, try journaling before bed to preempt the mental surge. This helps you pre-process those thoughts in a calm state, rather than letting them explode at 3 a.m. Even herbal teas like lemon balm or passion flower can support relaxation if consumed earlier in the evening. But use caution if you take medications. Always double-check for interactions before adding any sleep aids. Have you tried any techniques that helped silence your mind during those early hours? Drop your story in the comments. Others may be looking for exactly what worked for you. In the next section, we'll explore how your sleep environment might be setting you up to fail and what changes make the biggest difference. Fix your sleep environment, the surprising triggers you overlook. If you've tackled your blood sugar and calmed your mind but still wake up at 3 a.m., your sleep environment could be the missing piece. Your bedroom might feel cozy, but small triggers, like a flickering LED light or the hum of electronics, can sabotage your sleep architecture. Sleep architecture is your brain's natural pattern of sleep cycles, and any disruption can kick you out of deep sleep and straight into alertness. As we age, our sensitivity to these subtle cues increases, especially between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., when light and temperature shifts can trigger micro-awakenings. Let's start with light. Even a small amount of light hitting your closed eyelids can suppress melatonin, the hormone that tells your brain it's time to sleep. That means streetlights, digital clocks, or hallway light leaks might be more damaging than you think. Try blackout curtains and cover all light-emitting devices, even your Wi-Fi router. Next up, temperature. Our core body temperature naturally drops at night to initiate deep sleep, but if your room gets too warm after midnight, it can jolt you awake. The ideal bedroom temperature is around 18 degrees Celsius or 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That's cooler than most people expect, but it allows your body to enter and maintain deeper stages of rest. If you tend to wake up hot at 3 a.m., it might be time to swap your comforter or try a cooling mattress pad. And then there's noise, those inconsistent, low-level sounds like a distant car alarm or your partner's snoring. White noise machines or earplugs can help buffer sudden noises that interrupt sleep cycles. Humidity also plays a role. Dry air can irritate nasal passages, making you more prone to mouth breathing and micro-waking episodes. Aim for a room humidity of 40 to 60% to support better oxygen flow. Join our community and never miss out on new content. Subscribe today. In the final section, we'll reveal one advanced trick used by sleep specialists that you can try tonight. And it might just be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. The advanced trick. Sleep experts swear by. Sleep restriction therapy. So far, we've addressed the physical, emotional, and environmental triggers that wake you at 3 a.m. But if nothing seems to stick, it's time to introduce a sleep expert's secret weapon, sleep restriction therapy. It sounds harsh, but don't let the name scare you. This isn't about depriving yourself, but rather retraining your brain to stay asleep through precision-timed sleep windows. When you lie in bed for hours awake, your brain starts associating the bed with wakefulness, not sleep. Sleep restriction therapy shortens your time in bed to match only the hours you actually sleep, then gradually expands it. Here's how it works. Track your actual sleep time for a week, not the time you're in bed. If you're only sleeping 5.5 hours but spending 8 hours in bed, you'll set a new bedtime that only gives you 5.5 hours in bed. This forces your brain to consolidate sleep and reduce awakenings, including that dreaded 3 a.m. moment. As your sleep becomes more efficient, you add back time in 15-minute intervals each week. Think of it like rebuilding a strong sleep foundation, starting from what works, not what feels ideal. This method has been proven effective in clinical trials for insomnia and nighttime awakenings. Of course, it requires consistency and patience, and it's not a quick fix for everyone. But for many over 40 dealing with chronic 3 a.m. wake-ups, it becomes the turning point for restful, uninterrupted nights. Be cautious though. If you have untreated sleep apnea, anxiety disorders, or certain medications, consult a sleep specialist before trying this. Pairing this technique with good sleep hygiene, a calming bedtime routine, and stable blood sugar creates a powerful sleep system. Let's recap briefly. You've learned how blood sugar, hormones, racing thoughts, and your environment contribute to 3 a.m. wakefulness. Bonus tip: if you do wake up, don't check the time. Clock watching only triggers stress and resets your internal alarm. Instead, stay calm, stay still, and let your breath do the work. Are you over 40 and living your best life? Share your inspiring story with the world and spread positivity in the comment below. Unlock the secrets to deeper restorative sleep after 40 with science-backed lifestyle habits. Let's watch the next video here.